Hi everyone, it's Dawn and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, just got much better for those people who were stranded on the Norwegian Dawn off the coast of Madagascar. We also have pretty big claims coming from the Sun Princess. And we also have some news about Virgin Voyages. Two stories, one of them really good news and one of them pretty sad news. So our first story is the people who were being tested on the Norwegian Dawn. They weren't able to get into Mauritius, into Port Louis, because there was a cholera scare. They were afraid they had cholera on board. They tested everybody. They were running the exams, and they quarantined the ship, delaying it 2 days from getting back into port. The good news is it wasn't cholera. It turns out it's just a gastronomical illness, which means it was basically norovirus on board. They say all the passengers that were sick and isolated have actually fully recovered. Now, before everyone's allowed off, they will be able to get off today and embark today as well. However, there will be health officials there screening people as they get off, and also will be there to assist anybody who is not feeling well as well. So they're looking at it from both sides. They're looking after, okay, you can get off, and if you're feeling not well, let us help you kind of thing, which is really good. They kind of handle this right. It's really good news it wasn't cholera. It would have been like a real big shock to have a cholera outbreak on a cruise ship going into Africa. It would have been a very bad situation. So good news there. NCL Dawn cleared to disembark and embark passengers. Next we have a cruise line. Well, they are claiming now that they are going to have the fastest internet at sea. Not Wi-Fi, not connectivity on the ship, like actual internet where you can stream things and you can download your shows and upload videos if you're like me and have to work on a cruise ship. Virgin Cruise Line is saying they are making a combination of different types of technologies that will actually give them the fastest internet at sea with speeds up to 1.5 gigabytes. Now, if you wonder just how fast that is, Starlink is 250 megabytes, around there. That's a really good speed if you're on Starlink. Well, this multiplies that by six times faster, which would hands down make them the fastest Wi-Fi at sea. And don't forget, Wi-Fi on their ships is included with the price. Yeah, makes it a lot more attractive to go on a Virgin cruise ship. If you're one of those people who want to get on a cruise, but you can't leave without being able to be in contact with your business, with your job, people have to be able to reach you. You have to be able to get on your emails, etc. This is really good news for everybody like that, like this guy. Okay, well, that's the good news from Virgin Cruise Line. We also have some bad news from Virgin Cruise Line, and that is their 2024-2025 season in Australia, New Zealand with the Resilient Lady. They're canceling the whole season. That's right. They are no longer going to be going to Australia a full, 8 months ahead of schedule when they're supposed to head in that direction, basically because they say of the Red Sea turmoil and everything going on there. They've been in touch with the governments, they've been in touch with their own cruise line and talking, and they see no resolution in the upcoming year to this situation. And in fact, they said they think it's only going to escalate in the region, which means, they don't want to put their crew or passengers in any danger. So they are just not going to make that trip. It's a long trip around the coast of Africa. If you're heading from that direction, and apparently that's where the Resilient Lady would have to leave from, that's a lot of sailing with no passengers or very little stops, very little interest in the cruise. So they're just going to cancel the entire season on the Resilient Lady and change it up and make it a different itinerary altogether, which includes the repositioning cruises, etc. Not a great day for everybody who was planning to use Virgin Cruise Line, and if even Australians who just wanted to jump on the ship when it got there. Because apparently it was a very big hit in Australia. People liked the fact that it was something a little different, and younger people were drawn to the resilient lady as a young person's crowd on the cruise. So it's very disappointing, but you can understand their situation. They're looking at it from a financial and a safety, and it just didn't make dollars and cents, if you know what I mean, in both terms of the word sense. Next, we have some pretty big claims from the Sun Princess, but before I get there, let me just invite you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. If you want to keep up to date with everything going on in cruising, from the ships being changed their itineraries, to possible outbreaks on cruise ships, to all the brand new ships coming out and what they're going to have to offer. I hope to bring it to you in as entertaining a way as possible. I'm going to tell you the honest truth. I don't hold back. If I don't like something when I'm on a cruise, I'm going to tell you. But if I really like something, I'm also going to tell you. So you're going to get the good and the bad, and it's all my personal experiences. And I tend to sometimes go off on a rant when I think somebody's doing us dirty as cruisers. And so, yeah, that's kind of what we're going here for. But I hope to keep you best informed. And if you hit that subscribe button, I hope you'll join me and follow along in the adventures. And again, thank you very much. It really does help the channel when you subscribe and hit that like button. Okay. Princess, the Sun Princess, finally has arrived in Rome, and she is all set to take on passengers tomorrow morning for a 10-day cruise from Rome to Barcelona. Finally, that's two 10-day cruises already canceled in the books, and they are making some claims about some very interesting dining venues on board. Besides having a brand new sushi restaurant on board, a brand new Chef by Rudy on board, a brand new tapenaki on board, they also have little things that are going to be going on that you might not know about. Like they have a wine master on board for your pairings with your wine at dinner, that he was wine master of the year already. We also have a chef who will be hosting the afternoon tea. Used to be a chef for the royal family. Little things like that seem to be very intriguing to add a little spice to the Sun Princess culinary offerings. And one of their offerings is also Spellbound. Now this one has me really curious because I've been trying to book it and I can't book it. I'm on the ship in a week and I can't book that. I do have some other restaurants booked, but I wanted to book this experience. Maybe it's like the chef's table. You have to book it the second you get on the ship. And so I'm really hoping I'm able to do that. Or because I'm part of the media group, I'm hoping maybe they've already booked us as the media group for this dining experience. But what it is you get this 4-course meal served up by the chef, specialty dining. All of meal is specially atoned and designed for this special event. And then you're escorted into a sidebar where you will be entertained by musicians and comedians, and it's like a really intimate, personal experience. There's not going to be like 200 people in this room. There's going to be like 20 to 30. So it's a lot more of an intimate experience, plus the dining. And if their dining is anything like their chef's table and their wine tasting table, it's going to be fantastic. So I really want to get on and try that. I've been trying to book it, just can't do it. But yeah, fingers crossed I'm able to do it. So they're making some very big claims on this ship for their dining. And well, they got 10 days now to get her ready and make sure all that food and entertainment is running smoothly, because I really am looking forward to this next cruise. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.